Hello, my fellow cigar smokers, and welcome to Smoker Spot. We want to talk about Maduro. What does it mean? How does it affect the cigar, the taste, the strength, and so on and so on. We talk about all that in a second, so stay tuned. So, my friends, Maduro cigars, very popular nowadays. But the popularity of Maduro started like 8 to 10 years ago. Before that, it was very rare and not so popular. We had very often Colorado wrappers or natural wrappers. But nowadays they're very popular and I like them too. For example, today I'm smoking a Mikalev, and it's a Maduro. Show you close up. Very nice cigar. And by the way, Al Mikalev, the guy who's running Mikalev Cigars, has discontinued the production. So if you're into Mikalev or optional, you never tried one but want to try one, better be quick. They will be gone very soon. So check them out. Good cigars. Maduro. First of all, when we're talking about colors of cigars, we always talking about only the wrapper. So we don't care, we don't know what's inside when it comes to colors. When we talk about colors, only the wrapper, so only what you're seeing outside. And Maduro, as very often when it comes to cigars, just a Spanish word and means something like mature. That's it. The colors of Maduro cigars, they can vary. But in general, they are going from dark reddish brown to very dark, almost black. So that's the color range we have when we're talking about Maduro. You know, there's nothing like a standard of cigar colors. So sometimes you see it on the band or on the box or on the description of the cigar. It's named then Maduro or Colorado or Claro or whatever. But sometimes you just have to look at it and decide for yourself what you're smoking right now. Maduro cigars. That's like I said, it's the color of the wrapper, but of course then it's the color of the tobacco leaf that they were getting from the tobacco plant. And how do they achieve this dark color? More or less, there are two ways that the manufacturers in the tabacalera, so the manufacturing side, two ways. How is it achieved? The first one is, it's called cooking. They're putting the tobacco leaves in a pressure chamber and cook it. That's the name for it. And then it's getting its dark color. That's one way. The other way is that they doing either another fermentation process, so they're fermenting it 2 times, 3 times, or whenever, or they prolong the fermentation time under a very warm temperature. As longer as it's fermenting, the darker the color of the tobacco leaf gets. That's more or less the secret behind it. Well, guys, before I keep on talking here, I have to remove the band of my Mikalev cigar because I'm not very much into smoking the bands. Better. So, and also, before I continue our little chat here, I need to drink something. That's a Coke. You know, guys, I thought I want to talk about Maduro because lately we had a lot of discussions about Maduro cigars. What does it mean, etc., etc. So I thought it's a good idea to doing a cigar talk about it. And as you see, we're not in the lounge where we usually at and doing our stuff here in my garden. It's dark. Fortunately, I have a new camera who's catching even good pictures when it's dark outside. I've just here my little, the only illumination I have is, let's see here, crazy. Very nice atmosphere, by the way. So, more or less, that's the whole secret of Maduro. So, how does it affect the taste of the cigar, or does it affect the strength of the cigar? First of all, the taste. Usually, with Maduro wrappers, your cigars are a little bit sweeter than when you have like a natural wrapper or a Candela wrapper or whatever. So it's getting a little bit sweeter. And I think, frankly, that's also in general a very popular flavor note we have recently, that people are into more Swedish cigars. And don't get me wrong, when I'm talking about sweetness in cigars, it's not like the sweetness you have in a Coke or with sugar or whatever. It's very like it's a very faint note that is in the background, and you can feel it in different sections of your mouth where your nerves are. I don't want to get into much detail about the nerves that are going along in your mouth. But general, where you feel the sweetness or where you can taste the sweetness is mostly on the back of your tongue or in the center of the tongue. There you feel this. There you taste the sweetness. So Maduro affects the taste of the cigar in a direction that it's more sweet than cigars that have a non-Maduro wrapper. You can also have sweetness like that's coming from the filler or from the binder, but that's another story. Today we're just talking about Maduro. When we're talking about the ranges of the color, like I said, it's going from a reddish, from a dark reddish brown to almost black. That's the range. In general, we have 3 different color grades of Maduro cigars. We have the Colorado Maduro, that's the more lighter Maduro. We have the Maduro, and then now it's getting a little bit more complex. We have the Oscuro, or also known as double Maduro. People are very often asking what is a double Maduro, and there are 2 meanings of it. But before I'm going in too much detail about double Maduro or Oscuro, we will make another episode where we're describing what exactly double Maduro is. For now, it's important. You have 3 different color grades. It's like the Colorado Maduro, the Maduro, and the Oscuro, or also known as double Maduro. I show you here, if everything's working out fine with the post-production, I'm showing here 3 different cigars where you can see the range from Colorado Maduro, Maduro, and Oscuro or double Maduro, just that you see what I'm talking about. So, the strength. That's a misconception of Maduro. It is right that most Maduro cigars are stronger than non-Maduro cigars, but that's not necessarily the case. You also can have Maduro cigars that are not so strong. So in general, yes, you can say Maduro is a little bit stronger, but there are also Maduro cigars that are not so strong. And here is another short example and an explanation. I'm showing you, make a long story short, god damn it, I'm showing you a few cigars that are known to be Maduro cigars that are not so strong. So guys, I think we covered up more or less all important things about Maduro. I hope you liked this little episode where we're trying to explain the backgrounds of Maduro cigars. And stay tuned for the episode where we're talking about the double Maduro, and we will have another episode where we are talking about triple Maduro. So if you always wanted to know what is the difference between Maduro, double Maduro, and triple Maduro, the best thing would be subscribe our channel and hit the little notification bell. Then you're always up to date and know when we're bringing out new episodes. Guys, other than that, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, night, whenever you're watching this video. I hope you can smoke a good cigar, but most importantly, stay safe, stay healthy, and I wish you a good one.